Hello there. Welcome to episode 2 of our hello of our world. Like I said at the end of the last episode, I got ourselves some more food. Just a couple potatoes. Um, I didn't really think about it, but because I locked away the farmer for his own safety, of course, he was unable to farm the land over here for us. So there was lots of potatoes and other various crops ready for harvesting. So I harvested what I could. It looks like actually a couple more are ready now. But we're going to get to that after the ravine. I'm super excited to go back into that cave and check out that ravine. Also bred a couple more cows together. In fact, they're probably ready to breed again. Let's do that very quickly. But yeah, I got us a bucket of water too, which will be very helpful for when we dive into the ravine. Hey buddy, do you do you want to join the others? Come on, let's go. All right, now we just need to nudge you. Here, come over this way. Come on, let's go. Oh, there you go. All right, you're with your family now. There we go. Gonna have lots of cow babies happening. Cool. So yeah, let's go into the ravine. We need to get one of these cats. Man, I really need to go fishing. There's cats everywhere around here, and it'd be really cool to make a friend with one of them. It's also almost nighttime, so I reckon we should probably do that. There's so many different things I want to do today. The main thing is, first off, we want to go into that ravine. I made us a little dirt bridge right here. I want to replace it with an actual bridge pretty soon, but just for now, so I don't have to keep hopping across here. I put that in there temporarily. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I didn't mention this in the first episode, but I saved our first wooden pickaxe, our first stone pickaxe, our first iron pickaxe, and our first stone sword. Because I'm figuring that eventually we'll make ourselves a little museum, and we can show off our first items in the game, because hopefully this world will last for a very long time, and it'd be very cool, you know, a year from now to look back and see all the different first items that we had. I also want to save our first iron suit that we're wearing now. We haven't taken any damage yet since we've made it, but we need to keep an eye on the damage because it would be really unfortunate to accidentally break one of the pieces before we're able to make a new set and store the items. So we want to get our use out of it, but we don't want to break them. All right, so without further ado, let's go into the cave. Alright, if I'm remembering correctly, it should be just down here. Yeah, here we go. Oh, and there's our zombie friend. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should start from the top and work my way down, or just go to the bottom and work my way back up. Let's place a torch right here, just so we know exactly where to come back into the cave system so we can leave eventually. That glow lichen's really cool. I really like how that lights up everything. Oh, looks like the cave goes up there too. Yeah, so let's just jump down. That's probably the best option, right? Man, that water looks disgusting. You know what? Let's actually do it right here. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Probably gonna have to fight some guys on the way down. Let me make some torches really quick. I put away my coal. Okay. We're just gonna... Oh, you know what? There's probably some coal over here. Where's the coal at? Glow lichen. I don't think I ever went this way. There it is. I knew there was some around here somewhere. Okay, that was actually like a super successful branch of the cave there. We ended up getting like 2 stacks of coal, a stack of copper, and some iron out of that. That was way more than I was expecting, but we have a lot of torches now, which is perfect. So let's make our way down here without dying. That should be the goal. Got a creeper on our right. 2 creepers on our right. Just gonna pass by these guys. Hopefully they don't jump down. Wow, that looks really spooky. Oh, they did jump down. They jumped down. Okay, alright. So, we only get 1 right there. let's see. Can we get you... what's the best way to tackle this? Probably to get off this way. Have him walk towards us. Oh, you're getting pushed away by the water. Okay. We'll leave you be. Hey! That's a new block. Very cool. Alright. Oh! Oh, that's a new item too. Oh, the glow ink sac. Oh, very cool. That must have... One of those glow squids must have spawned in our water while we were tackling that branch of the cave. Oh, that's super cool. I know for them to spawn, it has to be... Making sure nothing's behind us. I'm pretty sure it has to be water that's underground, or like under like dark light levels, I think. I don't know if it can happen at night, but it definitely has to be, or it definitely can happen underground, like in this area here. And I think that's also how the new... What is the other new mob? The swimming fish. Stand by. 1 second. Axolotl. Of course. Of course, I already knew that. It's the axolotl. Yeah, the axolotl they added to the game, and I'm pretty sure it's the same spawn criteria. It has to be underground, in like the lower light levels. So we've got some deep slate down here, and this deep slate right here is a little bit different than the type up here. This one's a bit darker. So I'm imagining that this is the stone variant, like if you smelt it. So let's try that really quick. Seems like the perfect time to test things out while things can fall on us and possibly kill us. Yeah, let's let's see what we got here. Is this the same? Yeah, okay. So if you mine it, you get this, the cobblestone version, but then you can smelt it and get this. So I'll probably come back down here later on and mine some of this out, just so we can have some as a building block. But yeah, so I don't often look at this. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and stop that right there. we'll do some of that later. I don't often look at a lot of the snapshots. I like to experience the new versions when they first come out, and like everything's added, and you can just you know what's in the game. It's not like you know, this might be in the game, this might not be in the game, but here you go, you can check it out if you want. I think that's really cool. I just like to experience things like when they first come out and just check out the whole update at once. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, go in the lava. That's where you belong. But anyways, oh, perfect. That is perfect. I need some slime, or I will need some slime. So there's some slime chunks around here somewhere, and does it have to be? Yeah, I think it has to be a certain light level for these slimes to spawn. So it must have been around here where the lava... No, they fell. Detective Chris on the case. Where did the slime come from? He must have fallen, but where is it lit up enough? It must be up there. Unless the glow lichen is enough for these slimes to spawn. I don't know. Maybe that's why they added them. Give more chances for the slimes to spawn. But anyways, with the new update, I often look at the wiki to help me figure out what's added and how you make the new stuff and what the new mobs are. And on the Minecraft wiki, the one on what is it, fandom.com? That's the one I usually use. They have a really cool like guide section where it shows you just everything in the update all together, so you don't have to click on the different pages and go through, and you know, it's just all there at once, and it's really neat. It's also just super handy to have the wiki up, like, you know, in a separate window from your game, so you can always look at the wiki, because even if they haven't added new things that you don't know about, there's so many. Whoa. That is spooky. I like it, though. That is cool. What are you doing out of the water? Okay, so it's definitely low light levels that these guys spawn in. Wow, you are cool looking. This is a great way to look at these guys. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You're dying. That's okay. Rest in peace. Little squid. But yeah, super helpful just to have the wiki up because there's so many different things in the game now. You often forget about things. And some of the things in the game are so technical, like where mobs spawn or where ores spawn. And it's almost, it would be really, it's not impossible, but it would be hard to know everything about this game without looking at the wiki. You could definitely play the game and have a lot of fun, but as far as like the technical stuff goes, that would take a lot of time. But anyways, speaking of the wiki and things I don't know what the glowing sacks are used for. Also, we haven't found an amethyst. The geodes. We haven't found the geodes yet. Is there any more lapis around here? We're gonna need some of that later on. The Enderman laugh. That's so funny. Is that... Was that... No, that's a witch laugh. I was about to say, Endermen don't laugh. What? Oh, no. Okay. Alright, it's on. We do not have a bow. They poisoned themselves, though. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna try to use the blocks here to protect us from the potions. Come on, come on, come on. Wow, they have a lot of health. Holy cow. Let's eat, let's eat, let's eat. How long does the poison last for? 8 seconds. We got this. We're fine. We're fine. As long as nothing else comes down and attacks us. Don't look at that Enderman. Did I look at that Enderman? No, I don't think so. Okay, he would have teleported down here. Endermen don't laugh. That was a funny thing to realize. Okay, so it looks like we've made it to the end of the ravine here. And we didn't die. Probably shouldn't jinx ourselves like that, but that's... So far, we're doing pretty good. I did not realize that witches have that much health. They are a little bit of a tank, honestly. Okay, so now that we've made it to the end of the ravine, I'm going to go through on these upper levels here and get all the other ores that we can find. It's unfortunate that I didn't go further at that level, level 10, because that would have been great for finding diamonds. But I'm sure we'll find another cave system. I hear a skeleton around here. Oh, I hear a skeleton. Oh, falling skeleton. Yeah, we'll find another cave that has some lower levels, and not to despair, we will find diamonds. But for now, I'm going to go through, and I see some iron I missed. Is that a... No, okay, they're not connected. I know they have veins now in the game. I didn't know if that was an iron vein. But I'm going to go through here and clear out all the ores that I can find, and I will meet you back up top. Sir? Sir, I do not want what you're selling, okay? If you could please go away. There's no soliciting here. Yeah. Yep, I'm sorry. Hi. Yeah, that's a very nice llama you got there, but, oh. Sir? What are you doing? Why are you over here? Carry on. Alright, so we are back from our ravine adventure, and we've got lots of goodies. There was actually a couple branches that I found from the ravine, so I was able to actually grab a lot of copper, and coal and redstone, and we got a little bit of the glow ink sacks, some gold, and then I've got some more iron smelting in here, and then I harvested all the potatoes, so we have lots of potatoes going. Actually, we'll go ahead and grab those. Oh yeah, lots of potatoes. We are good on food. So that was a very successful first caving trip, although we didn't find any diamonds. That's okay. We will find some eventually, but I am ready to build. I'm ready to start building. The first thing I want to do is I want to let these villagers out. This is our first little town here, or village, and I think before we move on to greater and better things, we should pay tribute to the people who helped us when we first started the world, and let's make this village better. Let's improve it, and let's, first off, make it safe for them. So I want to build a wall that is this tall. No, I'm just joking. I wanted to look up here from a bird's eye view. We don't have a map yet, which I guess we could try to make one. That would be neat. But I wanted to look at the village as a whole because I haven't really seen it from a bird's eye view. It does go off into the swamp a little bit over here. What I'm thinking though is that we make a wall that goes along where the biome meets the desert here. So like on the outside of this town, it's all deserted land. But on the inside, it's all nice and green and full of life. That's what I'm thinking, at least for this side here. And then we'll probably make an entrance or a gate over here. And or maybe we'll make the entrance right there where the path leads. And we'll have that like go into the swamp. Probably don't want to go that way if you're leaving the village. We'll probably make another entrance, say over here, over there. And then we'll go ahead and wall off where the swamp's at. It actually has like a natural, like, what do you call it? There's like a natural cliff that happens right here. The land dips down. We might, instead of putting a wall where the swamp's at, we might just like build up what's already there. And so it's like a natural, and then we'll put like a fence just so you can't accidentally fall into the swamp. But then that'll make it really cool so you can, the whole village isn't walled in. It's just walling off, the desert land. And then we'll have an ability to see into the swamp, although we're protected from it. So I think that'll be really cool. So I'm going to start gathering materials. I've already planted some trees over there. So I'm going to start harvesting trees, replanting trees, and then I might go over to that forest too. Just so we can get a lot of wood, because that's what we're going to be using for our first material building block for our fence, or a wall rather. So I'm going to go ahead and get started in getting a bunch of wood, and then we will get started on our wall. I have been chopping wood like a madman. So many trees have been chopped down. Currently we have four and a half stacks of logs, and I don't know if that will even be enough, but it's a good start. And I've got a little bit of a plan here that I've been working on. So I brought all the blocks that I would want to use in the wall. And I mostly based it off of what's already in the village. I don't want it to look too similar, but also I want it to match the village, because this is, the wall is for the village. So I want it to go along with it. And the little upgrades we're going to be doing to like the paths and whatnot, we're still going to be keeping the original feel. We're just going to be making it a little nicer. Just the little things, little details that we can add to make just the house is a little bit better, the path's a little bit better, the foliage, we're gonna cut the grass. But we're gonna keep it the similar style. So this is the wall that I came up with. It's very simple, but once we add in the foliage and whatnot like this, I think it really just feels like it's supposed to be here in the world. And yeah, it gives me a good feel. So we're gonna go with this. It's a big commitment because it's gonna take a long time to build this entire wall. But I think this is something we can stick with here. So I added upside down stairs in here to give it a little bit more depth, and I did it on the back side as well, but on the top block, just so the top block has some depth too. So the wall's a little bit different on each side, which is also kind of cool. It's a little bit different coming into the village than when you're actually in the village, but it's still only 1 block wide. And I think that's really neat. So this is the plan. Added in a little bit of cobblestone just to give it a little bit more of a structure feel to it. And like it's well supported by stone, not just all wood. But at the end of the day, this will also serve its purpose of keeping mobs out. Even with them jumping on the foliage here, they will not be able to enter the village. And so once we finish the wall, we can set them all free, and we can breed some of them, and it will be a village that is not only alive but will stay alive, and that is very important. So, as far as the cobblestone goes, as I mentioned before, I did a bit of mining for cobblestone. As I mentioned before, I'm not planning on doing much strip mining, at least here in the beginning, because I want to focus on exploring and caving. So, where do you get most of your cobblestone? Usually it's from strip mining. Um, because we're not doing that, I have made ourselves a little quarry. So, it's a place where I can take stone out of. This is, more than enough stone if we go all the way down to bedrock with this, to make the entire wall and probably a lot of other projects we'll be working on. And I haven't made much modifications yet, but I'm going to make this the house where the person who oversees the quarry will live in our little world here. So right now it's just the barrels where I've put the dirt that I gathered, lots of dirt, and then I have the cobblestone on me. But eventually we'll put the cobblestone, and we'll either put the other andesite and diorite with it, or we'll give it its own place. But that's where we're at right now. Now I need to get to work because there is a lot of wall to be built around this village here. So when we come back, it'll all be done. Oh man, several hours later, and we finally have ourselves a walled in, safe village. So, yeah, this took a long time. I was correct. We did not have enough wood. In fact, we needed like 3 or 4 times the amount of wood that I had. But wow, is it looking cool? I went with that idea that I had about leaving the swamp side of it kind of uh, lower than the rest of it. So it goes up over here and blocks off like the desert and whatnot. And then as it comes around, it starts to go down, and then it becomes more of a cliffside. Um, but yeah, and I did a little bit of terraforming because all of this right here was a little bit lower, and so I've kind of flattened out a little bit of the land there, and yeah, a lot of fun. But boy, did that take a while. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to take as long as it did, but it is done now, and I like it a lot. It's kind of simple, like we said, but oh yeah, this guy didn't make the cut. He's not in the village. He lives right outside the village, and he's safer because of that. But he's not inside the wall. It just wasn't going to work. Sorry. But yeah, and so we have 3 gates right now to get us inside, and I might change it up eventually and make it more decorative, but for now, this is all we have right here. If you put down 2 stone fences and 1 regular fence, they don't touch, which lets you slip right through, like that, but mobs cannot. So it's a one-way ticket just for us. Yeah, and so it kind of keeps this still open, but still safe too. I also went through and lit everything up with torches, a little bit of a torch spam. Eventually, we want to definitely get better lighting in here, but for now, this is should be mob proof. We will see. Speaking of which, I think there's one last thing to do, and that is release the villagers and let them. Okay, this guy, that one didn't have any villagers, and hopefully they'll breed up a little bit. They've been locked in here since we've started, and let's see here. Does this tell us what day we're on? Day 31. So they've been locked away for 31 days. So let's let these guys out. I was really wanting to do that as fast as possible. So that's awesome. You can come on out now. It's okay. Let's see here. I think we have one over here. Is there one in this house too, I think? Yeah. Oh, where's my house? And building the wall came at a perfect time because as soon as I got like the first like level done, to where it was like actually like acting as a wall and blocking off mobs, that's when we had our first raid. Not really raid, but that's when the guys started coming for us, and the wall definitely helped, and it was definitely great that the villagers weren't out. So it's already working. It's doing its job. All right, man, come on out. You're safe. All right, I think we have about four villagers right now, but as long as we have two, that's enough to get them breeding. And there's enough beds here in the village that it should, as long as one of them. Oh, he's already ready to go. He wants to make a baby. As long as one of them becomes a farmer, I think we're good. Maybe I should persuade one of them to become a farmer. Can you become a farmer? I think that's a good idea. Why don't you go be a farmer? He said no. Okay, but that's all the time we have for today. This was an awesome project, awesome day, honestly. We got a lot done with the ravine and then with building the fence here, or the wall rather. Wow, it's been a productive day. I think next episode, though, we're going to take a break from helping the village. We've gotten them to a good point where they're safe. We're not done with the village yet. We're going to definitely spruce some things up and make it nice and pretty in here. But we're done for now. What we're going to work on next is our first starter house, because we need a house to live in. If we're going to help everyone else out, we need a place of our own. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.